Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a mid-rank madness. This was sent to Sniper Monkey at the email address in the list below, the description below. Top right hand corner, it is a red Terran player, HyperONE. He is proxy barracking. And at the bottom left, we've got DarkKnight, the blue Zerg player. DarkKnight is my favorite Batman movie of all time. And, yeah, so we're going to do a proxy barracks here from HyperONE. Midrank Madness is just my other week examination of what's going on in Platinum and Diamond League Gaming. If you want me to cast your replay, send it to Sniper Monkey at the email address in the description. Wait, hold on a second. What is going on here? Okay, so maybe... It's not a proxy barracks. Oh, it's HyperONE. So HyperONE was featured in my cheese compilation a couple of weeks ago for the month of July. And after basically negating the attempts to make a hatch first from the Zerg just tapped out. But this Zerg is following his instincts, throwing down a spawning pool because the hatch is blocked. And the reason there's two is because so you can block the natural and the third base at the same time. This this is a very, very special strategy from HyperONE. Alright, so pool out. Ling's on the way. No, a queen on the way. And then Ling's on the way. Okay, but you're not going to be able to expand. You don't have any Zerglings. There we go. Two sets of Lings coming in. Cancel the extractor there for an extractor trick. Oh yeah, look at that. 23 out of 22. So getting rid of that drone on the supply, making a set of Lings, and then canceling the extractor and getting the drone back. So I'm not sure that was the greatest thing of all time. But yeah, look at this. HyperONE is very dedicated to blocking this off, man. Okay, so the Lings are here. The expanding can happen now at 2 minutes. For your natural base is definitely slow, but the Zerg player should be okay at this stage. So nicely done. Nicely done, DarkKnight. Yeah, if you see two SCVs down and they're obviously trying to block your attempts at expanding here and expanding here or maybe down here, just throw down the pool as soon as you realize that's happening, right? You're not getting the hatch down anywhere, and just accept it. Accept the loss there. It's going to be hard against the Terran who has decent micro. So, oh, there's a Reaper out while we were talking about this stuff. So this Reaper's name is, wait, hold on. Or wait, what? Hold on. A patriotic young man who already has 2 kills to his name. Went down to be recruited into the Minion Army with dreams of being accepted into the Ghost Academy. However, when the recruiter was filling out his paperwork, he accidentally put him onto the Reaper program. When he was asked his first name and told he was applying for the Reaper program, the young man replied, wait, what? To which the recruiter then wrote this down and asked for his last name. Hold on, the young man said. To which the recruiter stated, welcome to the Reaper program, Mr. Hold On. Thank you for your service. All while the newest Reaper was dragged away and put into his Reaper suit. He screamed, no! Alright, so, ooh, third base got up here too from DarkKnight. Snuck a drone in there while everything was a little bit calm on this side of the map temporarily. Good job, good job. I like this. So he's okay. See, you don't have to tap out like that poor Zerg did in the game in the cheese compilation. Huh, which if you haven't been watching the cheese compilations, I do recommend it. They're very fun. They're usually about, you know, platinum, diamond level, sometimes a little bit lower in there, but it is a creative cheese. There's always something in there I've never seen before, which is a lot of fun in StarCraft 2. And let's see, what are we doing? Oh, Widow Mine dropping. So HyperONE's plan of forcing the Zerg player to tap out after blocking his second and third bases has failed. So now we have the follow-up, which is going to be Widow Mine drops and a TVZ. Woohoo! I'm looking forward to this, that's for sure. We don't see this a lot, but it can be extremely effective. So, one Widow Mine, and the second one's coming out of the factory now. There it is. Alright, so let's go. 4.5 minute Widow Mine drop, which traditionally you don't want to start getting your spores out until about 5 minutes. Or maybe 5.5 minutes even. So, if DarkKnight is paying attention to his timings, which I'm not sure that he is, because again, this is a mid-rank madness game, this isn't professional, then we might see some Widow Mines getting some pretty good shots in here. No, he's got the spores up. I made some assumptions that he didn't have any yet. Okay, he's got a spore up in the main. But he doesn't have one in the natural. I wonder if our medevac is going to figure this out or not. Meanwhile, just kind of saturating up that natural base. The Widowmine's going to come in and see it. Sees the spore. Okay, pick it up and get out of there. Dude, don't just take a million hits. Oh, trying to get out of... Okay, well, we're going for this. Oh, not even a kill. Okay, that wasn't bad. That was a couple kills there. That was five drones have died. Pretty good stuff. You have the armory. He doesn't have the armory yet. Run until you have the armory, and then you have the permacloak going on. Get out of there. Dude, this... I don't know if you're safer inside the medevac. One hit on that medevac and it's dead. It's got 2 hit points here. So, okay, now you can unload it and burrow it somewhere. And it's... No, maybe not the place that has the spore, though. Yeah, right. Should have walked it in. Should have walked it in, HyperONE. Sniper Monkey did say this is as close to a must-cast game he's seen in a while. So, thanks for sending this in, HyperONE. Well, this is, again, weird stuff. Liberator has 6 kills down here while that was going on. Did set up on the natural base. So, honestly, not bad defense here, all things considered. Get over here. Queen, no! Queen! Queen! Alright, DarkKnight struggling mightily here against the might of the Liberator. Jeez. Okay, Liberator's probably dead as it's not unsieging. So that's 15 kill Liberator. So I'd say, honestly, so far so good. As far as the harassment goes here from HyperONE, it's amazing. He's got some Marines and tanks down here. He's got some Hellions. He's been macroing behind this. He is floating a bunch of minerals and doesn't have a ton of gas. So there we go. Now he's taking these other gases at the natural base. And a third is on the way. A little bit late, but if you're not going for crazy macro, it's going to be fine. A Raven coming in, and a Thor, and another command center. So HyperONE double expanding. The Zerg player's just got his, traditional safety lings and roaches. He was thinking about moving out. But 2 siege tanks behind a wall, it's going to be hard to break with lings and roaches. So he very wisely pulls back. Third base is rolling. Honestly, right now, take a 4th base. We're at 7 minutes. A 4th base would not be a bad thing here from the Zerg player at all. And maybe your production tab needs to be not entirely empty. Here at 7.5 minutes, right? You need to start building something. You thought about making a Hydralisk Den, then changed his mind. There we go. So, Hydralisk Den coming in. And is this tank blocking this ramp down so the Thor can't get through? Thor, you're so big. Oh, see, look, the skinny Hellions can slip through. Thors are just too large and powerful to make it through there. Mech design. Is there a little Raven harass? Thinking about it. Maybe here for creep killing, but there's not a lot of creep tumor stuff going on here either. I mean, there's the one there, and there's the one there. But in fairness, the Zerg player's kind of been under assault for a lot of the game. So creep spread kind of falls to the wayside if you're just trying not to die. Third base here from HyperONE is up because he built it inside the main. The 4th command center is coming down this way where these lings are waiting for it. I think they're just staging up here, to be honest. Lurker Den coming in and 15 drones on the way. Love that. Also expanding would be good. If you're going to get up to 50, 60 workers, a 4th base is kind of required at that stage of the game. So yeah, lings are here to block, and then roaches without speed, mind you. Roaches with... Oh, wait, no, they do have speed. Roaches with speed, and no Ravagers. Anti-armor missile tossed down on the roaches, making them even more vulnerable to tank fire. Ugh, reducing that armor, so disgusting. Brutal stuff. I mean, that's why you need some Ravagers, though. Yeah, I don't feel good about the future of DarkKnight here. If he doesn't get a 4th base, like, now, and he doesn't start making something besides roaches. I know he has the lurker tech. I get it. And he's got some Hydralisks out. So he's going to get some lurkers down, which can be really good against mech. Bonus damage versus armored is good versus the Thors, versus siege tanks. But you got to get close enough to the tanks to actually hit them, and that can be kind of tricky. Yeah, see this 4th base from HyperONE? DarkKnight. Okay, DarkKnight at 9:30. Ooh, Hellions attempt to get something done. Finally tosses down a 4th base. It is too late for that. It is just too late. I really don't feel good about the Zerg player's ability to win this match. But lurkers can be very good, especially against, you know, lower level players. Auto turret harass ends up killing 1 Hydralisk, I think. Yeah, 3 kills. I don't know. Lings, Hydra, something. Something died there, nothing big. And a Ghost Academy coming in here, too. Out of HyperONE. So, 4th base. And honestly, if you know this is up, expand here. Expand here. Do something. Like, your opponent is pretty clearly going slow mech right now with Thors and Hellions and Siege Tanks. All these things are slow. They take a while to build. They take a while to come up here. And as a result, you need to expand a whole bunch. And here on 2,000 Atmospheres, there are a lot of places to expand. But yeah, DarkKnight, HyperONE is expanding like the Zerg here, man. He's already taking his 5th here at the 12 o'clock spot, and DarkKnight hasn't killed anything. He's killed a Marine, 4 Hellions, couple Widow Mines. I mean, a lot of the stuff died on his side of the map. As far as being able to kill stuff on the Terran side, it's been very bad. Ling's just checking to see what's going on and where, and they are going to force a cancel on this naked attempt at an expansion, which, if you don't have anything defending a base as you're expanding, that's a naked expand. It just is. Get out of there, Blue Flame. Okay, all the Lings decided to sacrifice themselves to the god of Blue Flame Aliens. Not something I would recommend in general. But personal cloaking coming in for the Ghosts. Ooh, transformation servos on the way from the Hellions. So they can transform more quickly. I guess the Thors get it too. I'm trying to remember the list of units that get that transformation speed upgrade. There's a lot of transforming stuff for Terran, right? Liberators have 2 modes. Tanks have 2 modes. Thors have 2 modes. Hellbats have 2 modes. Did I say Liberators have 2 modes? I don't know if I mentioned them or not, but they totally do. Okay, so we're just kind of chilling, honestly. I mean, DarkKnight is maxing out on Roach. He's got 5 lurkers too. He's not expanding and he's not attacking. As a Zerg player, you kind of always need to be doing one of the two. It always needs to be either expanding a whole bunch or you're attacking and trying to kill your opponent. If you're just sitting there on your base count and not attacking anything, you're doing it wrong. Alright, so the Hellions get in here before the wall of spine crawlers comes up. These Hellions are going to get nothing. Oh, these Hellions are just all very dead. Okay, what? Nope, nope, nothing got in. Okay, so that was not the greatest. Sticking around until the spines pop up, I guess, and then getting the heck on out of there. But great wall of supply depots, preventing Ling run-bys there. Wall here. There's not a wall over this area, but the army is actually in here to protect this 12 o'clock as it did get constructed, as it did upgrade to a planetary. And there are nukes on the way here from HyperONE. Again, just mass Roach is just not going to do anything against Terran. If you have like a maxed out Roach army and all they have are kind of unupgraded Marines, yeah, you'll beat them. But once they start getting 2 or 3 upgrades on those Marines, once there are Thors and tanks around, it's just, you need Ravagers. You just need Ravagers, you need some kind of splash damage. Bringing your Lurkers around would be pretty good too. Okay, all these Roaches are dead unless they retreat. Alright. Decided to get out of there, leaving the blood of the Roaches on the ground right there. +3 vehicle attack is almost done here for HyperONE 2. By that I mean, it's on the way, but it doesn't take forever to complete, so I think it counts. Yeah, DarkKnight is just a complete lack of expanding from this dude. He took a 4th base at 9.5 minutes. And I mean, 5 minutes later, he doesn't have a base. Nuke attempt. This is going to be a good one, too. These overlords are all going to die. That queen's dead. Bye, queen. Whoa. Bunch of drones went down, too. Not the entire line, but, whoa, 22 kills. Okay. That was a pretty effective ghost there. So, Lurker Hydra is not in the position to deal with the ghost. Oh, DarkKnight's expanding at 14.5 minutes. So 5 minutes later, he decided it's time to take another base. It's not particularly great. This is probably closer to a platinum than a diamond level game. I mean, HyperONE playing better. I'd say he's definitely closer to Diamond, but DarkKnight, you really can't get to Diamond if you're playing this macro style and you haven't expanded like 5 times in the first 10 minutes. And just know that getting your 5th at 15 and expanding again at 20 is just not going to cut it here from DarkKnight. No way. There's no way. Okay, so that one was canceled because he saw the army moving up with the Overseers behind. Slow Overseers, though. They don't have the speed upgrade. Alright, so... Oh, that's a fun nuke location. But he's going to get found. Yeah, he dead. Alright, good try. Good try. Lurker Siege is real. Seismic Spines is coming in that increases the range of your Lurker Spines. You can outrange planetaries with them, but okay, just burrowing in. Anti-armor missile in here, taking extra damage because of it. Dude, we don't see a lot of Raven play in the professional leagues right now. But, you know, pretty good against Lurkers, making them that much more squishy. All right, so DarkKnight is distracted by getting his army wrecked up here. And he's going to... Did that ghost get killed? I think that ghost got killed. No! Engaging while anti-armor missile is so brutal. But the Lurkers... Are they firing? Are they too far away? Nope, they're firing. They are okay, Seismic Spines finished. The Thors don't have detection. Oh, no. Okay, so you scan some of them, but not all of them have been scanned, and your Thors are just getting melted. Woo-hoo-hoo. See? Professional Korean Zerg players who struggle against Thors. Did you see how fast they died there? Lurkers are the answer, man. They just are. Alright, so maybe you could sneak up here. You can outrange the planetary. That's all that's here. There are no tanks. Get up there and kill it, DarkKnight. Come on, friend. You can do this thing. Adaptive Talons, Seismic Spines are both done. 4 nukes at a time on the way from HyperONE. He's gotten 1 hit and a couple duds. But, you know, 1 hit is pretty good. Did some damage. That ghost again had 22 kills. Alright. So now burrowing in, and some of these Lurkers are in range of the planetaries, but not all of them. And the planetary does go down. Ah, the hiders are here to mess with the tanks as well. But not in range. Not in range. DarkKnight managed to take down an entire base. Good on him. The hiders are like, we got to get rid of the tanks. The rest of it, the Lurkers can handle. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, these poor Hellbats just don't know what they're getting into. Goodbye. Thors are chasing the hiders into death. No! I tried to get a nuke off. Wait, there's another ghost? Oh, left side. No. No, please. The Lurkers have been doing so... Oh, he figured it out. We figured it out. And nothing died. Wait, maybe a Hydralisk died. I think, did he call that down and instantly cancel it? Steady targeting. Taking down a Lurker a little bit. Bit of a Ling run by here. How did they get in? Oh, was this just open? Sometimes the best walls are defeated by having a door open. I think a lot of military commanders can agree to that. Dang. Alright, so base down hasn't really expanded to replace it as HyperONE. Oh, this tank is accidentally firing on his own command center. So that's not great. Alright, nuke up. Nuke up. Kind of used as a zoning tool here. This is probably going to kill his own tank. Is that in the nuke radius here? It is. Took some damage, but not enough to kill it. You have to be pretty close to a nuke to actually die from it if you have any amount of HP. Greater Spire on the way. Additional nukes coming in. HyperONE pushing with a pretty small force, all things considered. Four additional command centers at a time being produced. Adrenal Glands is on the way from DarkKnights. He's double expanded. So, I mean, he's got that going for him at 20 minutes. He didn't single it. Well, I guess this one was 15. Oh, no, and this one was about 19. So, yeah, he's on a very slow expansion timing here against his Terran. enemy. And look at this, HyperONE expanding again, replacing the base that died. You'll notice the higher in the ladder you go, the more quickly people replace their bases when they die, and the faster they expand, right? I know it's really scary to do, but you can do it. You can get away with replacing it as long as you have something to defend and the enemy army isn't still sitting right here, because that would be stupid, right? If you chase them away and it's relatively safe, now you can re-expand to that location. A lot of lower level players will, if they lose a base, they'll just like, oh, well, I guess it's gone now. And then they won't rebuild it, you know. Maybe after 5 or 10 minutes, but definitely not with the first couple of minutes here. So Ling's harassing a little bit. See, like this base going down. Oh, he's nuking the response, but guess who's not responding? DarkKnight, he's decided to go for it, baby. He's heading up. He doesn't care what happens. He doesn't care what happens down here. His army is entirely in the north right now. Auto turrets to deal with the spine crawlers. Tanks are also pretty good at that, but you know, okay, this is just a lot of dead workers and stuff. Fairly well. Ow. Ow. But meanwhile, Hydra Lurker pretty good against, you know, no opposing army whatsoever. I guess a couple tanks have arrived, so they're interested in fighting. It is 3 attack and 3 armor on these Hydras and Lurkers. They can take some tank fire. For sure. You got to either get away from those tanks or engage with them. You really just can't sit and let them fire on you like that. So the base race is real. Planetary going down because HyperONE doesn't repair it at all. Could have saved it against that number of Hydralisks. These tanks are preventing everything from dying. But everything on the out... Look at these 2 bases from DarkKnight. It's like, I'm going to expand here on top of your planetary. I guess. I don't know, man. Anyway, we got nukes coming down all over the place. DarkKnight's at 140 supply. HyperONE's at 108. These Hydras are going to try to deal with this, but... Oh, they're rallying. Oh, DarkKnight. Oh, DarkKnight. Oh, DarkKnight. Okay, so, well, DarkKnight loses his natural. These tanks are absolutely destroying these lurkers. They, again, run or engage with them. You can't just allow them to take tank fire and die. Lower level games, though, sometimes the reaction time and the decision making is not the best. Gonna nuke this base that DarkKnight isn't really paying any attention to either. Where is DarkKnight's attention?
Under attack.
Here, I guess. Not here. Not here. DarkKnight's down to 11 workers. I guess they're over on this left side base, which HyperONE knows exists. Oh, he's engaging with the siege tanks. He's not letting them just sit back and kill everything. Hydra Ling Ultra going to be pretty good here. I like this a lot. Very good indeed. Thor can't really come down this ramp because there are lurkers waiting for him. All these SCVs are dying. HyperONE gets knocked down to a lower worker count than DarkKnight's. This is an intense situation right now. So every orbital that dies is good, but don't sit in range of Thor. Not when you're outnumbered like that. And DarkKnight GG's out. He can't handle this army. It's 106 to 18 army supply. The Thors are just masters of destruction here. And bam, HyperONE is your winner in 23 minutes. What an absolutely great game. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Sniper Monkey, for choosing it. Thanks for sending it in, HyperONE. But yeah, DarkKnight, couple things. Again, expanding more, especially against a slower traditional mech style. And then other than that, okay, I'd say not too many terrible mistakes. Just, you know, getting your lurkers out of there when they're being shelled by tanks a little quicker, maybe. Trying to get surrounds on the mech army especially can be very good. And they say never base race a Terran, and in this case, just never base race a Terran, especially at the lower leagues. They can lift off their buildings, and you didn't have anything that could fly, right? You had Hydras, but there are places on this map where you can put buildings that are floating, and Hydras can't reach them. So your best option was a draw. But yeah, I mean, that was 40,000 to 35,000 resources lost. Pretty darn good amount of damage. And overall, we got Nukes, we got Lurker play, we got some Widowmine drops to start us off. That was a lot of fun. That was a really fun Midrank Madness. So again, thanks for sending that in, HyperONE. We'll do this in another couple weeks, so send in your replays. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Midrank Madness. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you could also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension.